and welcome back to the Newberry Knitting School. I hope you're all well and you've been knitting some beautiful samples during the summer. Today we are going to look at doing two colour ferrule patterns, okay, using the punch card. Okay, so we're just going to use it as a two colour, all right, and it's a float stitch, what we call a float stitch ferrule. So I don't know whether you can see at the back there, we've got the floats at the back, and then this is the public side. Okay, so we're going to knit two colours. Okay, and this is the pattern that we're going to use. I'm on the Brother KH891 again. I've got that set up, and this is one of the punch cards that comes with the machine. So you may have something similar or you may have something a bit different, but you should have a few just to have a little kind of practice. Okay, and they're usually printed on this kind of dark blue colour. Okay, the red ones are for lace and these ones are more for two colour and things like tuck textures and things like that. Okay, so we're going to get this threaded up. I'm going to turn the camera around so you can actually see the machine rather than just me talking about it, and then hopefully you'll get an idea of how to knit a two colour and using the punch card on your knitting machine. Okay, so I'm just going to take you around here, pop you down here. Sorry about my messy studio. Okay, so hopefully you can see the machine a bit more there. Okay, so I'm going to kind of disappear and get you more in line with the knitting machine there. Okay, somewhere there. All right. So what I've done, hopefully you can see what we've done here. I'm just going to pull you around maybe a bit more. Okay, so I've got some knitting. I've cast on using the E-wrap cast on, and I've got some knitting here. For the record, we've got 230s merino, two strands of that or two ends of that. And I've got two strands or two ends of the ecru colour, the sort of creamy ecru colour there. Okay, so hopefully it'll be quite contrasty and you can see what we're knitting. Okay, so as I say, this is the punch card that we're going to use. Okay, we're looking at the printed side facing us. Okay, and we're going to put it into the punch card slot there at the back. Okay, so I'm just going to get the machine carriage out of the way, and I'm just going to thread that in using the button on the side here, so pushing that down and pulling it towards you, making sure that that line, there's a line, okay, that needs to be straight. Okay, if you haven't got that straight in the machine, then the punch card won't work and you'll jam it. Okay, so do concentrate on getting that line nice and straight, so all of the holes should be on one line. Okay, so one line just coming up here. I'm happy with that, it's nice and straight, so now I can carry on pushing down and pulling it towards you, okay, until you've got enough to handle. Okay, and I've got to get it coming round, and I always put that, the bit that's coming up round over the top, I always put that towards the back of this piece here. Okay, so it's at the back, not on the front there. Okay, I'm putting it towards the back. Okay, the reason being, I've had a couple of incidents where the punch card has actually got itself caught on the plastic of the machine, and it's jammed and it's not gone round, so it's just kept repeating the same thing over and over again, which is not quite what I wanted. So yeah, so to avoid that, the bit that's coming over the top of your punch card, to make that continuous loop, pop it at the back. Okay, let's just get these clips in. So pop it at the back there. Okay, so you can see that this is the bit that's going to go down. The bit that's coming over the top, it can't get caught on that bit of plastic there. Okay, it's just going to slot down and go out of the way. Okay, so we just need to take it back round to that line that we first looked at. Okay, get that into position there. So the line is now in line with the plastic of the punch card, the slot where the punch card is. Okay, I'm now going to put that lever on the right hand side of the punch card. I'm going to bring that all the way forward like so. Okay, and that's locked in, ready for its pre-selection row. Okay, so that's ready to go. So we've got some knitting going on. Now you can actually come in from either angle, but depending on, you know, you can actually come in from the right or the left, doesn't really matter, to be honest with you. But what we need to do is get that KC button. I'll just lift this off just to show you. So we're looking at the KC button there, okay, and we need to have that set to KC. So this knob needs to go around to KC, okay. So put that back onto the needle bed itself, just making sure that nothing has got caught under there as I've done that, okay. And it should activate the KC setting, will activate this bar at the back here, okay. So once that's activated, so that's going round, I don't know whether you can see that, but that's actually connected now, okay. And I'm going to come in, do that first row, okay, and you can see that those needles have come forward, okay, and that's where we're going to put the second colour, and those needles will pick up the second colour, i.e. the motif colour, okay. So I'm going to release the card now, okay, so that middle position, so the little sort of triangle, it's a middle position on that right hand side there, so that will progress round as we are knitting. And then I'm just going to pop the second colour in, and one of my yarns has come out, so I'm just going to re-thread that in there. There we go. Is it gone in? Let's make sure everything's threaded up okay. Come here, where are you? There we go. So we thread that up okay there, come through finally through these tension wires here. Oops, let's get that under control. Okay, so now what we need to do is put this second colour in, and it just kind of, you don't need to open anything, I just kind of saw it up and down like so, until where you see the arrow, there's a little B etched onto the numeral B, the letter B, not a B as such, but letter B there. Okay, so that's in into that second feeder, in feeder B. We need to press the MC button in for multi-colour. So that middle button gets pressed in. That is already on KC. We've got our weaving brushes in the normal position. Everything else is fine. Okay, we've released the punch card. I'm just holding the motif yarn with my left hand, and I'm going to come across with my right hand now over the knitting, and it's brought the next colour B colours coming forward, okay, and that's row 2 and so on, and hopefully you can see the cards going round as I'm knitting. Okay, so each time I do a row, the card is going round one row, okay, and this is the back of the fabric. Okay, so you're looking at the reverse of the fabric here, okay, but you can see the pattern starting to form. Okay, so we've got the floats coming there, and also the black floats of where the motif yarn is. Okay, so you're getting kind of the negative of the pattern. So I'm just going to do a bit more. It is a bit noisy, okay, but on brother punch card machines, if you do multicolour, and to be honest, any of the patterns facilities, the motif colour here will always be where feeder B is, and you can see that those are protruding forward about halfway, okay, and then the other needles are staying put where they are. They're the ground colours, okay, so the motif colours are the ones which are more sort of proud of the needle bed, and the other ones are the ground colour. Okay, and that's pretty much all you have to do. Don't go too far to the left and too far to the right. As soon as you've finished, as soon as you've cleared that knitting, you can start to come back the other way. Okay, as soon as you've cleared, come back the other way. Okay. And there we have two colour motif knitting. Hopefully if I just turn it round a little bit, you can see the two colours there, that little sort of dogtooth check happening there. Okay, so just turn that back. Right, and then when you've finished with that, what you can do is take the, move this over here so you can see it a little bit easier. So I'm going to take the KC button back down to normal. Okay, at the same time that MC button will pop out, and then we need to take the motif colour away, and I just unthread it and give the carriage a little wiggle, so hopefully, because there's all brushes and all sorts of things going on under here, so if you give it a little wiggle it does release that motif colour. Then you can break the yarn somewhere there. The clamps are really handy because you can wrap the yarn around the clamps, the ends of yarn around the clamps. Okay, get rid of the motif yarn, get that in the clip up there, get that out of the way, and now we can just knit a little bit of plain on top of that. Okay, so now we're just knitting a bit more black on the top there. Okay, so just take those weights off, and hopefully you can see a little bit more of the pattern there. Just swing you around a little bit more. Okay, so that is motif knitting.